This is the last battle in the Great Heathen Army, the Battle of Assandun. This was the final battle between Canute the Great and Edmund Ironside over the throne of England. But the primary personality at this battle wasn't really Canute or Edmund or even Thorkel the Tall, who has a really cool name. It was Eadric Streona, Eadric the Grasper, and he really is one of the prime jerks of the Middle Ages. And during the conflict between Edmund and Canute, Eadric switched sides back and forth, trying to find, who was going to come out on top. And at the battle, he was on Edmund's side, but once the battle commenced, he and his men kind of went to the side and let the Vikings come in and just make a mess. So, like I did just there. So the game represents this by having the two players basically bid for Eadric's loyalty. And how this works is at the start of the game, the Saxon player is going to put between 1 and 10 suppression markers in a cup. And the Viking player is going to put between 1 and 5 raven markers in a cup. And mix them up, and at the end of every Saxon player turn, he's going to pull out one of the markers from the cup. If it's a suppression marker, it's going to go back in the cup. If it's a raven marker, it's going to stay out of the cup. And when the second one is drawn, Eadric's going to defect. He's going to leave the battle. At that point, the Viking player is going to score 2 VP for every suppression marker the Saxon player put in there. The Saxon player is going to score 2 VP for every raven marker that was put in the cup. And the player who put the most chits in the cup is going to score the difference between the two. So you get some bonus VP there, depending on how you think it's going to turn out. Now, if this second raven marker is never pulled out, none of this VP is scored. Eadric doesn't go away. So it's kind of a guessing game, kind of a double bluff situation there between the two players. And then on top of that, of course, you have a fairly straightforward battle where you're hacking each other to death. So on that cheery note, that is the 8th and final battle in the Great Heathen Army set. We've now done a video on each of the battles, and if you like what you see, please buy the game.